could be either, because they're both fuckwits. As I was saying, puppet I showed the other day, this is a version of it. It's my private version of it. As you can see, I've got the breasts off. It's got a beard, so on and so forth. This one's got slightly different underwear as well. It's got a bow on it. Bow's leftover stuff. But talking about interactive worlds, stuff like that in video games, something like that. What denotes an interactive world? This is a space I've been working on every now and then. It's kind of like the Cyberpunk, which I worked on a minute ago. I put the first person camera in and stuff like that. So we got things like I can open the door. Like most games can, most games do that in some way. So here's the interactive space. I haven't placed in to sleep on the bed or like that. I haven't done anything with that yet. But I thought I'd show you. This is what I would classify as minimum to call something interactive. I can open, close the door. I can turn on the lights. If I come over here, I can turn on the PlayStation. When I turn it off, I've done the whole because that's what your PlayStation does when it shits itself, which is the most common thing it does. So that's what it does when it turns it off. Turn on the TV. I haven't, because you can't do video games. Or you could if you want to spend the time, put little squares, you make square bounce, make Pong on there or something. It's like, nah, static will do. And you can come over to the PlayStation. On it goes blue, because PlayStation's blue. Turn it off, it crashes, because it always crashes. Open the window and the curtains. So this is what I would classify as the bare minimum. If you're going to call something interactive, this is what minimum. Have things around the environment you can click on. Doesn't matter what it does, but it's an interaction. So you can turn on the PlayStation, turn on and off the TV, open and close the window. Now obviously I've got the window and the curtain. I could have separated that, but I didn't. I put them together. Open and close the door, and turn on and off the light. This is taking a dig at all these companies, especially CDPR, labeling the shit as an interactive world or an interactive environment or whatever, and you go in there, like, interactions in Cyberpunk are near non-existent. Technically, you can't even go up to the doors and go like that. Half the doors you go up to, it's locked. It's just locked. You can't hack them. You can't. It's just locked. Light switches. I don't think there's your apartment. That's it. I think you turn your lights on and off in your apartment. That's it. You can't go to any other like random building, turn lights on and off, open and close doors, turn on and off monitors or any computers or anything like that. There's the occasional, classify the PlayStation here as the PCs you occasionally find. So there is the occasional PC you can click on. This has all its menus that I showed the other day. So it's got a sneak and stuff like that. So technically I could make this, okay, come here, go to the door. Oh, I'm going to sneak into this apartment. Oh, there's an apartment here. Let's sneak up to the door. Open the door, can sneak in. Oh, the lights are on. Let's quickly turn the lights off so no one knows I'm in here. Sneaker. That's interactive. The PlayStation there is available on the thing if you're on Dreams. I believe I put it up. I called the POS 4 because PlayStation is a POS. The room is technically available. It's as a playable. Or did I make it in? No, I think it might be editable. Audio visual thing. It's a fixed camera. You just push buttons like you'll open the door. It doesn't have the window opening and stuff like that, but you can turn the TV on. You can open and close the door. You can turn the lights on. You can do a spooky view and stuff like that. I've just repurposed it to show you a quick show of what I would classify as an interactive. So, ooh, it's a little warm. Let's open up the window. Ooh, it's getting cold. Let's close the window. Oh, it's dark. Let's better turn the lights on. Oh, there's a breeze. Close the door. So on and so forth. That's interactive. Not this occasionally find a computer you can use, which is exactly the same computer that's everywhere else in the game. So that's all this stream was about. Just getting that off my chest. I was like, got nothing to play because all the companies that are out there now are releasing absolute shit. And you look on PlayStation's store, there's 8-bit crap, like pages of 8-bit crap coming out. So they reckon they're the best on the market, and they're selling this 8-bit crap, and it's not the goods. It's not like Flashback, the original Flashback, which was good. It's shit, like absolute crap. So if CDPR, watch this, give us a fucking game, cunts. If Volition happens to see it, please, Volition, do not pull a CDPR. Don't Pal Sasco it. Give us what you promise. There's no other, there's nothing of note in between now and the end of the year. The only stuff that I've noticed on the list that are noteworthy is Saints Row. That's it. That's it. Saints Row. Everything else is either only coming out on PC or is shit. Like people might go, oh, but there's a new Call of Duty coming out, and every Call of Duty that comes out is exactly the same. Oh, but no, this one's got an M4 instead of an M16. It's like, and then there's other people that'll go, oh, but you can always play Cyberpunk. So I would play Cyberpunk if they would give it to me. Because let's face it, on its label, it is exactly what I enjoy playing. It's got modern setting, open world, customizable character, free roam, all that sort of stuff. It's labeled as uncensored, but it's not. You know what? So if they change the censorship to be uncensored, like it actually says it is, and actually optimized it, like it's the potential is the massive potential, like sky high potential is there. It's just that it's like they've got this shiny diamond or opal or pearl or whatever, and just put a truckload of shit on it, and not shiny shit, dull shit. Like, and it doesn't matter how much you buff a turd. The saying is out there. It doesn't matter how much you buff a turd. It's always going to be a turd. So making 8K graphics, it's still a turd. It's just in 8K. Try washing off the turd and give us our shiny thing in the middle. So yeah, and just to update to my how to get nudity in Cyberpunk is over 130 views now, and it's only been out for like 5 days, not even. And for my videos to get more than in a week, more than 5 to 10 views is unusual. And the fact it's over 130 just goes to show you that people want their nudity. So as I've said in some other videos, report them. The only way they're going to deliver our products, it's there, it's in there. They're on purpose withholding it. The only way they're going to give it to us, because they're scumbags. They're loser, criminal scumbags. And Pal Sasco's a liar. I've got a video up proving him a liar. He's going, oh, the nudity in the shower, because he points out shower. So the nudity in the shower has been fixed. So you now go naked in the shower, according to him. But then when I play the game and get to the part where you can look down and see your body in the shower, you've got underwear on, which is clothing, which is not naked. So he's lying, and the proof is there. It's a minute and a bit long. It's just called Powell is a liar. And the Cyberpunk we all bought is in there. If you've got a PC, if you can delete the purple underwear, then That's our game. It's not as interactive as we were hoping for. It's not as the performance is absolute shit because there's no optimization whatsoever in it. But excluding all stuff, the the guidelines of what they promised is in there. The in brackets diamond or pearl or whatever you want to call it is in there. It's just got so much shit on top of it, so much turd that like they can try and shine that turd up all they like. It's still going to be a turd. They need to wash it off. They need to wash it, get rid of the purple underwear, add some extra interactions. Because the things like the little, I've pointed it out in other videos, the little stores you can get around the environment. Like you walk up to a store and you see like it's a counter with some stools at the front of it. Like there's a person there. Just add the menu like you do with the clothing store where you can walk up to and buy stuff. And the chairs. They've got the sitting animation because if you go into your apartment and you go up to your couch, you can sit on the couch. You can sleep on your bed. So they've got the animations there. All they have to do is add the little icon so you walk up to a chair, click on sit, and you sit on the chair. You've got an interactive world. It takes what? A coder could do that in 10, 15 minutes. Admittedly, per spot. Like, you don't expect a person to do an entire city in 10, 15 minutes. But don't have to do any new animations. The animation's there. You sit, when you go and meet Jackie, I keep calling him bad haircut because he's got a disgusting haircut. When you go meet Jackie at the beginning, you sit on the seat out the front. You can never sit on it again, but you sit on the seat. Use that exact animation. Use Jackie's animation to sit on the seats. And just plonk every one of those kind of seats. Put the animation available there so you can sit on that seat. The animation used in your apartment to sit on the couch. Use that on benches out in the city. The shopping menus for the clothing stores and the gun stores. Use that menu system for the vendors. Just put it on every little store. They don't have to sell 5 things. Hot dog, noodle, soup, and ramen and some booze. Sake. What are you gonna fucking call it? So before I start getting too irate about freaking criminal companies and douchebag people and lying cunts, I'll just end it here because otherwise I could go on for hours until one of these scumbag losers at CDPR either contacts me or one of them fixes the product. Then like, and then you get idiots defending. And it's like, oh, but. It's like, not but. The product we bought is in there. They are purposeful. They are, yeah. What's a good word you could use? Because I don't want to keep saying withholding, but they are. They have. I can't even say paywalls because you can't even buy it. You can't even say, here's an extra $50 to give me my nudity. Like they used to do in the old days. It's like, yeah, they're purposely just withholding it. It's the only way you can really say it. It is, they are on purpose, intentionally withholding the product. They do not intend on giving it to us. And people are defending this. And doing that is also breaking a law. The Consumer Rights Act, or Customer Rights Act, however you want to say it, as I've stated multiple times, any sort of lawyer, any sort of friggin' law student wants to look it up. Look it up. The Consumer Rights Act. I'm not going to go Googling it and reading it out for word because those documents are like 6 billion words long, so I'm not going to do that. But simple words like correct, so the correct state, the correct item, working, those are pretty simple words. And when the basic flow of the Consumer Rights Act is, if you purchase something, your right is to receive the correct product and to be in a working condition. So if you buy anything, I've said it before, like a knife or a fork or a spoon or a screwdriver and stuff like that. if you go to the local hardware store and say, I need a Phillips head screwdriver, and they turn around and go, there's a shovel, that's not the correct product. If they turn around and give you a flathead screwdriver, at least that's close. It's still not the correct product, because you need a Phillips head. They give you a flathead. But you have the right to say, no, this is not the correct product. And they have to exchange it for you, because that is what the Consumer Rights Act is. And for it to be working, if you get a spoon and it's full of a billion holes, and you try and eat your soup, it's like, and you're not getting any soup because the spoon's got holes in it. That's not a working product. Okay. Rant over. I'm out of here. Everyone who does not work at CDPR, look up to yourself. I'm out of here.